Did you know that to change the language of a nation is a war crime? And to change the name of a nation is a war crime. To change the names of the towns and the cities within that nation is a war crime. To change the surname of a family and impose a new surname upon them is also a war crime. We are under the cosh of war criminals the world over. I mean, Ireland used to be called Erin. England was called Albon or Albion. Scotland was Scotia. Don't know what Wales was. Cymru. Cymru is the name of Wales. Spain was Iberia. France was Gaul. Italy was Byzantia. Germany and Poland were Prussia and East Prussia. What was New Zealand called? What was Australia called? What was South Africa called? What was Canada called before the war criminals showed up? The United States of America, is that the original name? What about all these places in South America? Also, what about all these islands in the Caribbean called after their so-called saints? Saint Lucia. Either or others, I can't remember their names. What was Easter Island called? What was Christmas Island called? These warmongering motherfuckers scoured the whole world, destroyed every nation and every language, and reimposed new names, new languages on top of everybody. These are war crimes. Look them up. Law of War Manual. And what are we left with? Democracy and Democrats. A recent construct, recent concept, not 4,000-year-old Greek concept. These 4,000-year-old Greeks never fucking existed. These assholes come in with a perfect way for them to cover their asses, give the people the idea that they have a choice, the vox populi. And here's one for you. Let's say you have an election for a president or a prime minister or any fucking thing, and less than 50% of the population go out and vote. That's null and void. Half the people, your democracy system is already lost. Half the people are not fucking interested. And what comes with democracy? Taxes. Taking, stealing all your money. And I've had discussions and arguments with fucking stupid people over taxes. Say, well, if you don't pay your taxes, how's the government supposed to operate? Limitedly. Limit them. Limit their spending. Limit their movement. Pay enough taxes so that the road potholes can get fixed, but don't give them enough money so that they can develop fucking F-35 jets to blow the fuck out of people. This is not what the taxpayers' money is supposed to be for. Fixing the roads, keeping the toilets running, keeping the water, the electricity going. That's what it's all about. So do we need a new system? Yeah, we need a new fucking system. What's it going to be? I don't know what it's going to be. Oh, but democracy, at least if we could vote someone in who would do the right thing. When did that ever happen? People say, oh, you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. In this case, you have to throw the fucking baby out with the fucking bathwater. It must end. People, humans, and Black's Law Dictionary is fucking right. Monsters are not qualified to choose a leader. There's one for you. Fuck, where did that come from? Justice. Everybody wants justice. What's justice? Oh, go out and kneel every dude you can find who forgets to turn on his turn signal when he's turning left. Shoot him. That's justice, is it? No. Justice will be when we arrest the criminals, the warmongers, try them for treason, try them for crimes against the humanity, find them guilty, and sentence them to death and execute the motherfuckers. I just had a lovely big fire here. It was a haystack about 8 foot tall. I could have executed 6 of them in that fire. It would not have cost me. I would have just executed them and then gone down and had my lunch. That's how affected I would be by that. So you got about 40 wars going on right now. 39 of them you're not hearing about. One of them they won't shut up about. And even those people over there in that war they won't shut up about had a name imposed upon their nation 100 odd years ago. It wasn't called that beforehand. There may be one nation still in this world that has maintained its name throughout time, and that is Rus, the Empire of Rus, which incorporates the Etruscans. And they left their mark in every town in the world that's name begins with Rus or Ross. Yeah, these people are cannibals. Now, in the last 200 years, the names of each nation in this world basically was changed. The Tower of Babel, blah 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 blah, Blabel and Babel, the Tower of Babel. It's an Old Testament story, goes back, oh, I don't know how many thousands of years. That took place. The Tower of Babel happened in the past 200 years when all the languages were all distributed around the world to confuse the whole world so people could not communicate correctly with each other. That's what happened. What other Old Testament stories are there? The killing of the giants. Oh, let's give David a stone to kill Goliath and put the story back 5,000 years, 8,000, 9,000 years. We're not sure how many years it was. Let me tell you when the giants were killed. The giants were all killed between 400 and 200 years ago. The Old Testament is a depiction of events from the late 1700s, early 1800s. What else? What other Old Testament stories do we have that we can fit into that period of time? The flood. Oh, there was a big flood. God came down, told Noah, build a big boat there, collect every animal in the world, 2 of each, and go out there, and when it's all over, you'll be back, everything will be back to normal. So, where are we going to put that story? 4, 5, 6, 9,000 years ago. When did this happen? When was the flood? It looks like, from evidence that we can find, everywhere we go, every town and city on the face of this earth, this flood happened in the last 200 to 250 years. So there's what war criminals do, what the war criminals did. And then, of course, you need an empire and a naval fleet to go around the world and sweep up all of these nation states on their knees. Slaughter all before you. Eat them, cannibalize them, cannibals. Worse than cannibals. And then impose a whole new set of rules, names, state names, books, history books. Let's change history. Let's change geography. Let's burn all evidence of all ancient sciences, and let's give them a whole new set of sciences that they can become scientists in, and they'll work for us and we'll pay for them, and they'll spend their lives lying to the people of the earth. So that's the situation that we are in. I just thought I'd step outside here and have a little rant about all these motherfuckers, because I was thinking about them as I was raking up all this grass into a pile, and thinking, where would I place all of them as I lit the grass? Yeah, I lit it from here, this side, and as you probably noticed, I'm upwind of it. Upwind of it. Yeah, I got a lot of shit to do here. I mean, we have been thrown into the dark ages, and we have to work and toil to create everything. 369, frequency, vibration. If we knew how it all worked, we could maybe get the trees to grow where we wanted them to grow, and texture the land as to how it should be textured. But instead we've got to shovel, pick, scrape, wheelbarrow, lift everything heavy. Sometimes when I'm moving some of these big heavy stones around, I'm trying to think of a mantra to levitate the fucking thing. But I can't think of one. But I'm sure they had all that shit back in the day, building all these incredible structures all over the world, millimeter perfect, with 40-ton blocks. Had to be some type of system other than heaving and hoeing. Yeah, let me give this fire a kick here, see if I can get it to take off a little bit. I don't know. How's that? What the fuck? I didn't say set me on fire, did I? Oh, look, I even brought a chair up to chill on. I ran out of petrol in the middle of all this. It's going to rain in a couple hours, and according to the weather forecast, it's going to fucking rain for a week. Now look, this is an oak tree, and as you can see, it's budding, and it still has last year's leaves on it all over. There's the sun. So, go down to your local democracy office, where your local, look at the anthill, where your local politician is, and tell him what you just found out, and tell him to wear fireproof clothing, and because he's gonna burn in hell. Yeah, get him to wear a fireproof suit to his funeral. My fucking roof, I haven't gotten back on it yet to finish it. Half a day's work, 6 months it's been sitting there. Look at the pear trees are blossoming. And take you for a little walk into a little private spot that I've just honed out for myself, away from the prying eyes of pirates and tax collectors. I just came in here into this huge briar patch and trimmed the whole thing right down, cleared the whole place right out. You know what's going in those pots, don't you? And these other few holes that I've dug around here. So that's pretty good, isn't it? No one's going to be able to see in here, see what's going on, except for that fucking big red helicopter that won't leave me alone. I need a big catapult, so I do. Anyway, Monday, not my favorite day of the week. But anyway, I got all this stuff done here now before the rain comes. Now it's going to rain for a week, and in a week's time after the rain, the sun comes out, all this is going to grow again. I'm going to have to do the whole fucking thing all over again. So that's basically it. Oh, where's my... Look at that. The tree took my glasses off my head. And yeah, I hope to speak to you all soon and bring you good news about something, because I've been just sitting up there depressing myself at the state of the whole fucking place. Anyway, this video's into 15 minutes now. I could have said everything in 5. Anyway, so that's it. Catch you all back soon. Go and have some lunch.